Sugar. It is a substance which is very well known to you. Or is it? You see, up until few years ago, most people thought sugar is just a sweetener. If you add more, the food will become sweeter. If you add less, it will become less sweeter. Nothing more, nothing less. But due to the findings of science, we now know that sugar is a lot more harmful towards us, especially the artificial kind. Not only does it lead to diseases like diabetes and other heart problems, it also leads to increased fat storage in your body, which ultimately leads to obesity. But that's not the end. That's just the beginning. So part 1, why I got onto sugar detox. So during the ends of January of this year, 2024, I found some videos explaining the bad effects of sugar on our health. Now I already knew that it was a bad substance to consume, but I felt like they were exaggerating a lot in that video. So I got down to the rabbit hole and I did some personal research, and after that I reached to a conclusion. Sugar is a lot worse than we currently think. So right then and there, I decided that I will quit sugar. Though I did not quit it 100%, as you will soon see, but I managed to get the 95%, and the health benefits were immense as well, as you are going to soon find out. But before that, part 2, what did I do? Well, to stop a problem, you first need to get to its roots. And that's exactly what I did with sugar. I found my biggest sources of consumption and then cut them out one by one. For me, a regular source of consumption was the evening milk tea I drank every day. And so what did I do? I stopped putting in sugar in that milk tea. Now this might be a no-brainer to most people, but it might be the hardest task in the world for some people because sugar is addictive. For me, it was very difficult to drink that milk tea without sugar because it tastes horrible, and so I decided to quit it entirely, but I stayed on it because it was a sign of discipline for me to show myself that I could do it. So I did not let this sugar bind me, and I did not decrease it in progressive overload fashion, which I would do with most of the stuff. If anything I would have to get done in life, I would get it done by the principles of progressive overload. But this time, after learning the health detriments, I decided I would quit it at once. I will not wait for progressively overloading by teaspoon, not like that. I will just quit it at once, and that is basically what I did. I cut sugar out in that milk tea on that very same day, and since then about 4 months have passed, and in these last 4 months I have only drank 2 cups of milk tea with sugar, and both of them at my relative's house. And the reason was because I could not ask them to stop putting the sugar before they served me. So the question then becomes, how did I do it? If I was addicted to sugar, how did I manage to quit it completely in one single day? Well, the answer is simple. It is fear. I told myself a single sentence, and that was enough for me to stop touching sugar ever again. And the sentence was, do you want to die? Seriously speaking, it worked like a charm because I am someone who is very keen on achieving something like immortality. So that statement was enough to instill fear inside me that I should not touch sugar ever again. So part 3, the benefits I experienced. I experienced a ton of benefits already, and I am experiencing more benefits along the way, and I am expecting to experience more benefits in the future, and here are some of them. My craving for food went down. If you want to get into the sciencey stuff, then I will just tell you quickly. Sugar or sugary food increases insulin, which leads your body to make you feel like that you need to ingest more food. You see, I have never been a food addict in my entire life. I never used to dream of food, never used to drool on the street after seeing food or something like that. I never used to be like that. I always see food as a source of energy that is needed to be consumed in order to function, and so I probably disappointed a lot of you. But one problem I had was, if someone gave me something to eat and the conditions were favorable, I would eat it right away. I did not have the self-control or willpower to resist. But now that I have left sugar, it has made me more disciplined in that manner because I can keep my favorite candy bar somewhere in my desk in front of my eyes 24/7, and I still wouldn't be addicted to it. I can keep it for days on ends and I will still not feel the urge to eat that thing right now. So benefit number 2, my levels of brain fog reduced. Now I don't know whether it is scientifically 100% accurate or not, but after I stopped consuming sugar, my levels of focus went up. Now they did not skyrocket like 100x as if I'm a main character of a movie or something, or a typical clickbait self-improvement video or something, but the change was enough of an impact for me to feel this, that yes, I have improved, or yes, I'm improving on the way. I literally watched myself get more productive over the days. Number 3, I became consistent. Sugar is weird. if you eat a little bit today, that can affect your decisions 2 or 3 days from that day. Previously I did not understand why I kept missing my workouts even though I was prepared, even though I was even warmed up, yet I missed my workouts. And after I quit sugar, I finally found the reason. And the reason was sugar itself. The consumption of sugar deviated me from my original path, which was going to work out. But instead, it told me that don't work out, your body is not feeling well, you have other priorities, etc. etc. My body was making excuses. And benefit number 4, which is an accumulation of many benefits in one place, that is, one good habit leads to the next. The same thing happened with me and sugar. After I quit sugar, I became more opportunistic in different areas of my life to see what are the other parts that I can improve. What are the other things that I can stop doing or start doing if they were good in order to boost my performance. It wasn't only bound to the health and fitness area of my life. I applied this principle in different parts of my life, which gave me immense benefits because the quitting of sugar allowed me to see different opportunities hidden in different areas of my life, which I could feel that yes, now I will start doing this and my life is going to improve more. Then I'll do another thing, my life will improve even more. So I became opportunistic in that sense. Overall, if you wanted to conclude this entire benefit number 4 in one line, I adopted a more better lifestyle. Part 4. Nobody is perfect. So even though I had such a nice progression when it came to sugar, it is never perfect and it never will be. All you can hope to do in this world is try to aim for perfection only to miss it. You can get closer and closer to the perfection, but it's kind of like a cloud that drifts away as you try to approach it. And for the math nerds here, I will just quickly throw in a reference. You did the limit in calculus, that's it. That's the sugar. It can never be 0 but tends to 0. So I still have treats now and again, but I have done 95% of the work and only 5% is remaining. Now that doesn't mean that I will just sit back and watch myself get consumed by sugar again or won't try to improve that 5%. I will aim for 100%, but knowing full well that I might only get to 99.99 and it will never be 100 truly. That is the exact reason why I say start if you haven't already at the ends of my videos, because that is the only thing you can do. If you start today, you will develop more compared to if you start tomorrow. The only thing we mortals can do is start. So if you want to see my journey of quitting games, then go and click this one, or else if you want to see my journey of quitting songs, which might seem a bit unusual to someone, then go and click this one. I'll see you in the next one. Start if you haven't already.